Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. This is the Oris Aquis date and it is a special Aquis. In fact, it is a green Bezel Aquis date. Now this is previous generation to the current Aquis lineup and it has been long discontinued. What makes it special though is the color combination. Doesn't it remind you of something? Yes. The bezel is green and reminiscent of other luxury brands that got so much hype in recent times, namely the Rolex sub Ceramic. The dial though is some shade of grey as opposed to black. This makes it rather unique in my opinion and not so blatantly trying to resemble its alter ego. With color scheme resemblances out of the way, this is nothing like the Rolex sub. In fact, I think it's got some personality of its own. 300-meter water resist, unidirectional rotating bezel, date complication, screw down crown, stainless steel case. This is a diving watch. Let's have a look at it. The bezel is one of the focal points of this timepiece. First off, it's ceramic, so virtually scratch proof. And on the color itself there, I think it's best described as bezel or similar. 120 clicks, heavily ridged for good grip. Little if no play, bezel action is firm, a bit on the stiff side, not comparable with luxurious smooth feeling of a modern Rolex sub. On the dial, apply indices with a very attractive polish finish. When light catches them at the right angle, they really come to life. C3 grade superluminova on them is not only very effective in low light conditions, but also they are painting a nice vibrant shade of green that is calling out to the bezel. Dial itself is a matte dark gray under direct light, but tends to acquire a darker hue at different angles. Hour and minute hands are also loomed, as well as the lollipop second hand. The case is a trademark of the Oris Aquis, very distinctive with its kettle shape and bold chunky lugs that meet the bracelet with a non-standard attachment. Those who like swapping straps will have a hard time here unless special adapters are employed. Frankly, I don't see a reason for that. I think the OEM steel bracelet is great, which is also true for the rubber band. More to that in a moment. A base SW-1 movement, not exceptional, particularly when it comes to power reserve of only 38 hours. Still, it can be seen through the case back glass, and that's a good look with a nicely painted red rotor. Rubber bands from Oris are great. They are incredibly soft, probably the nicest rubber band you'll ever feel. This one adheres to the wrist perfectly, and thanks to the hollowed-out inner side allows for better skin breathing in warm weather. It tapers from the lugs so elegantly and ends in a deployant, beautifully machined clasp. The folding mechanism of the clasp hides itself in between the band ends, so it cannot be felt, allowing for extra comfort. However, the clasp itself is certainly not inconspicuous, big and chunky, is prone to scratches. The Oris Aquis is extremely comfortable, thanks to a supple rubber band and well-designed deployant clasp. It feels substantial on your wrist. In terms of weight, with its 43mm case diameter, it tends to be a little on the big side, but not excessive. What can be seen as an issue though is the size of the clasp. It has a tendency to be in the way, especially if you're working with your wrist on the desk. I suppose they could have made it way smaller. So I'm pretty satisfied with this Oris. It is a sweet little thing, rather inexpensive what it delivers. 300 meters, sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel, stop in seconds, and all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching till the end of this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.